Hello, beautiful people. Like, share, and subscribe. If this is the first time you're seeing this channel, please endeavor to like, share, and subscribe. It's no longer news. Nigerian government through the CBN has is lifting up limitation on 43 products previously barred from acquiring foreign money at the official window. So, you know, coming to the highlight of the 43 items included cement, rice, even I think I saw toothpick there, if I'm not mistaken. But that's not even the bone of contention now. So right now, IMF is the people in IMF are so happy. In fact, they have said that this is a very good decision that TINUBU is moving restrictions on importation of these items. But for me, I don't know. I see a lot of Nigerians on social media, even the opposition. A lot of people are seeing it as a good idea because they are saying that because it was in 2015 that these items were banned. You understand? Were banned so that the local economy can grow, the local production. But unfortunately, it's not growing. And the reason why it's not growing is because of many things. But the leadership of the country didn't address those issues, things like electricity, good roads, what do they call it, safe haven, addressing the issue of multiple taxation, and etc. So those are just some of the issues. So I don't know, for me this lifting of the ban will flood in the short term. It will stabilize the price of market because when there's an abundance, when there's a large supply, the price crash. Because if you have these products, when it's not looking no longer like monopoly, everybody has the products and wants to sell, the price will drop. But in the long term, what is it going to do? It's going to affect the Nigerian economy. There will be no more jobs. The few jobs and the few companies in Nigeria that are trying to produce, they cannot be able to compete with the foreign market because a whole lot of goods will be flooded. Just imagine you're producing noodles and now the market is flooded with different type of noodles from all over the world. What do you think will happen? You understand what I'm saying? So those are just some of the things. A lot of people are going to lose jobs, and this is, I'm just saying it from a layman's understanding. I'm not even saying it from an a layman's understanding, and these are the things that will happen. So if the government can say, okay, after 2 years we would stop these restrictions, we'll put the restrictions back, I think it will be a good idea. That will give them time to see how they will improve local production of some of these commodities. The issue of rice, let me give you a case study of rice or tomatoes. Rice, Nigeria is not growing enough rice. Or another thing might be that maybe Nigeria is growing enough rice, but the problem is that they're exporting the rice because many people want a higher price for the products even after government gives them loans. So one of the ways you can address those is government should create centers where if you want to export goods, whether it's through in the whole zones, you can only pass through that area. If you don't pass through that area, that means it's contraband. You can't export goods through the border. They should set up like mini markets where there will be regulatory people. These are just ideas that are very practical, and coming to the issue of losing jobs, it's going to affect the economy. Will be into tatters and the naira will crash further. And the problem is that a country that produces nothing and only imports, what do you think will happen to the value of their currency? Let me tell you the truth. If Nigeria was even producing her own food and using our raw materials effectively, this issue of naira to dollar, it will not matter. Even if naira and dollar lies, let it be 1 million. You understand, the exchange rate of $1 to naira, let it be 1 million. People will not really care. But the reason people care is because even the constituents to produce your goods, we cannot even produce those goods here. So you need to use dollar to buy those things, and that's why dollar is very important for the growth of our country. And our passengers have not addressed it. One of the ways they can address these issues is by creating free trade zones. They should go and look at how China used Shenzhen. It's not Shenzhen they call it. And how China used that Shenzhen policy to grow the country. Nigeria can adopt that policy. Now put private people, let them generate electricity, and blah 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 and things like that. Do it in the 6 zones. Don't do it in only one zone. Distribute wealth. so that they will have new set of millionaires. Don't choke the country. Allow unknown people to rise up too. You understand? Hardworking people, unknown people to rise up and take advantage of the whole system. But try and fix all the federal roads, build cargo railways. You understand? Those are important things you need, not passenger railways. You don't need any passenger railway. We need cargo. You understand? Then fix all your federal roads. I saw a video where people were transporting agricultural goods and their goods spoiled because of bad road. Those are just some of the effects. And even all this bribery where army and police collect from trucks, and they should ban it. These are things that are very easy. One word, you ban. Anybody caught will go to jail. Nobody will do it again. So I don't know. Anything IMF backs, just know is a bad. Anything IMF backs for a developing economy, know it's a bad policy. You understand what I'm saying? So I remember the case of Dangote. And another thing, the government should encourage in terms of agro processing, because that's the way we can lift up this economy. The government should encourage large-scale farming, large-scale mechanized farming. One person owns hectares and hectares of land, or maybe the government will say one person, this land can be leased. So how does the government do it? I've mentioned these things in this channel too. You understand? I don't want to make this video long. I don't want to make my videos long. So they should just do mechanized large-scale farming, because if a large-scale farmer puts 1 naira inside his product, he will still make profit compared to a subsistence farmer that puts 20 naira that wants to get his money in the products. That means the product will be expensive. So that's just the advantage of the large-scale farming. So these are just one or two basic ways we can, help improve the economy. But the way this is their policy of lifting ban on importation of all these products, the naira will tank. I want to bet. Anyway, guys, how do you see this policy? Are you an advocate of what TINUBU is doing, moving this ban on these 40-something products? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section.